The 125th U.S. Open is coming to the Oakmont Country Club in June of 2025. The historic golf course will be the site of the Open for a record 10th time. And we got to look at how they're already preparing to host the tournament. Channel 11's Shelby Cassesi takes us on an exclusive tour.
It may not look like much now, but in less than a year, this will be mission control for the U.S. Open here at Oakmont. The USGA will clear all of this brush and transform the space into merchandise, parking, admissions, and much more. But as we learned on an exclusive tour of Oakmont with the U.S. Open Senior Director, that's far from the only change taking place ahead of one of golf's most premier events.
One of the things that makes Oakmont great for us is we have acres and acres to work with to build all that.
So this is all going to be transformed, basically?
Yeah, it'll all be transformed. We'll spend a lot of our time over the next couple months developing what this looks like, where all those pieces go. The big game of Tetris at times.
Tim Lloyd's team is generally in the business of temporary event planning, but Oakmont is a USGA anchor site and provides an exciting challenge. His team is not only planning for next year's U.S. Open at Oakmont, but events scheduled there in the coming decades.
There's multiple USGA championships coming that all this work serves to benefit. And so recognizing that there's multi-uses for them allow us to invest in different ways and bigger ways than we would have prior.
That includes traffic mitigation. With just one entrance, it's one of the more complicated aspects of holding an event of this size at Oakmont.
Logistics behind how long does it take to get up, how long does it take to come down, how does the transportation work in the parking lot. We need to access the front of the clubhouse for guests, but we also need players to drop their cars.
Lloyd tells me the answers to many of those questions come from past Opens at Oakmont.
Even some things from '07 that worked well didn't really work as well in '16. And it depends on, traffic patterns change and populations change and all those things impact how we plan.
But the area changing most from year to year is the fan experience. Signs of that will be all over next year's Open. For the first time at Oakmont, the USGA will unveil a new premium ticket option.
What we are creating is essentially a white glove experience for the US Open.
The 1895 Club will be an all-inclusive viewing deck, smack dab in the middle of the course.
You'll have views of multiple holes, 14, 15, 11. You'll be able to see up towards the 18th hole. Really kind of a 360 view of the property, which is rare at Oakmont.
And next year, when the USGA moves on to its next host site, they hope to leave behind the memory of an event that honored the game, its host, and the city that embraced it.
As great as the golf course is, we wouldn't be anything here without the community support and the membership support. And they're as strong as anywhere we go in the country. And that's a really big part of why Oakmont was chosen as one of the anchor sites.
At Oakmont, I'm Shelby Cassesi, Channel 11 News.